South Carolina. I was wondering if you could speak to your time in between your radio gig in Philly and the Breakfast Club back in like 09, 10. And I read somewhere that you spent a year back in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. I was wondering, you know, after being laid off from that gig and then coming to New York City and doing something like the Breakfast Club, what that year taught you while you were in Moncks Corner.
Damn, you bringing back traumatic experiences. That was the fourth time I had gotten fired from radio. So when I got fired from doing morning radio in Philadelphia, that was the fourth time I got fired. And what was so interesting about that time, I was literally about to move. The day I got fired, I was literally moving into this townhouse that me and my now wife we're going to live in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. And I remember I had all of the stuff in the truck. And when I got fired, like it went viral that I got fired because it was like this silly rumor that Jay-Z got me fired. That was nonsense, but you know, nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. Plus it was a great headline, so it worked for me. And I remember I had all this stuff in the car and I was picking up my guy, Lil Duval, from the airport on the same day because we were supposed to record. And I remember he knew I got fired and he looked in the car and he goes, "Oh, my dog homeless," you know? And I remember we didn't have no place to stay in Jersey because we were moving, so we ended up living with my wife's grandmother in Coney Island for a couple of weeks. And then me and my wife and my, at the time, I think might have been like 2 years old, 2-year-old daughter, we all went back to Moncks Corner and, you know, stayed in Moncks Corner. And what I learned about myself, I learned that I am comfortable regardless of what the situation is. Like, I really do take whatever life presents me and deal with it, because I'm a believer, right? I believe in the higher power. I believe in God. So I feel like, you know, I can't, you know, feel great when good things are happening and give God the credit, but then when things aren't necessarily going my way, just all of a sudden be upset at the world. So I was just like, whatever God is trying to show me in this moment, I'm going to learn it. And I really learned in that situation that I was happy with, you know, whatever I was presented with. I was 31, 32 years old, back home living with my mom in Moncks Corner, South Carolina. And being that I was too proud to collect unemployment checks those 4 times I got fired, I didn't collect them until that moment. And so I ended up getting an unemployment check every week for that whole year. And on the last unemployment check I got was the week that I drove up here to start the Breakfast Club. So God is good. Do I have to answer any more questions? Because you made me sad just now. Even though life is great. You know, man, you know, I used to sit here and watch Trevor and think he was just being fake deep for no reason. But y'all asking some real questions, like, damn.